Hi everybody, this is Barbara Moore, Bullitt County Master Gardener, and I'm going to show you a slideshow about repotting seedlings for future transplant into your garden or into larger pots. Here you will see some seedlings for tropical milkweed. On the left-hand side, you can see one small seedling that still has its seed coat, and then the rest of them are seedlings with their seed leaves. You don't want to do the transplant at this point of their development. They are too young and have less of a chance to survive. Here you will see older seedlings, and now they have their true leaves and they are ready for you to transplant either into your garden or into larger pots. This 4-inch pot contains a bunch of little seedlings that I'd like to thin out and start new pots of this particular plant. The first thing I want to do is get a nice, new, fresh, clean pot to do the transplant into. Next, I want to fill the pot about 3/4 full with potting soil. I then put the pot in something to act as a drip pan because I'm going to pour water into this dried out soil until it runs out the bottom of the pot. Then I take the water that has drained through and pour it back into the soil. Then I take a tool and mix the soil up so that all of the water that's in there gets absorbed. And then I will switch it again, and I'm going to pour the leftover water back into the pot. I will continue to stir the soil until I know it's good and damp. Once that is done, I'll take my fingers and tamp the soil down into the pot. Now the pot is less than half full, so I will need to add more soil, and then the leftover water I will pour back into the soil. At this point, I am ready to start removing the seedlings from the other pot. Again, I use my tool to gently pry them up from the soil that they are growing in. As they get loose, I will carefully lift them out of the soil. I will continue to carefully pry these seedlings out until I have enough for the new pot that I'm going to put them into. I will carefully lay these new seedlings on the surface of the soil that I had been working on in the new pot. I will use my hand to support the seedlings and start backfilling with new soil, carefully making sure that my seedlings are going to stand upright. Then I will use my fingers to carefully tamp down the soil around the seedling roots so that I know they are going to stand on their own. Then I will add water very carefully. Once I know that all the soil is good and damp, we will be ready to set this pot aside in the sunshine and watch them grow.